At first, I wasn't even sure if I wanted to compete. I was talking to Marius one day, and I'm like, "Dude, are you competing? Because I don't want to be the only guy from overseas, um, like just randomly competing at this international comp right here, you know?" And he's like, "Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna compete. It's gonna be fun." Like, all right, yeah, but you're in pros and I'm in am. Like, it's not like we're skating together or anything. But I thought, all right, I'm just gonna sign up, see if something happens, you know. So when I signed up, I was actually feeling pretty confident with the skating course because it was rather small stuff and on a pretty tight space. So it's more or less the kind of park that would fit my type of skating.
Mhm.
So nothing where you can go too big or too fast because that would not be my type of skating. That's why I always struggle at Winter Clash.
Mhm.
And no, so when I made finals on AM, I was pretty stoked. I was not sure if I would make finals. And after my finals run, I thought that I could maybe make third, probably fourth though. And so I made second. I didn't win the AMs. Martin won AMs.
But top three
And
get to go to pro.
exactly.
Mhm.
And then I was like, all right, that was such an exhausting day. And in 3 days, I'm gonna have to compete again. Like, all right, it's probably gonna be fun. I mean, you don't have anything to prove. You're up with the pros. Like, I'm just gonna go skate, you know.
Mhm.
And I think at one point we were actually talking about this. Like, I don't know who I was talking to, and we were saying like this would be the underdog story of the year. Like, imagine me
Yeah.
winning. It's like, the, but that was nowhere near reality for me. I was like, yeah, there's so many great skaters in there. If I would make finals, that would be something to like. I would buy a medal for myself and hang it somewhere. Like, I made
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I didn't know that I made finals up until the very moment where they announced my name. So I missed that. I was skating a flat rail somewhere else, and they were in the first heat, and you can actually see me on the live stream jumping on the course because I was just in the crowd. And they were like, "Yeah, Michael, where are you? It's your turn." I'm like, "All right, oh shit." Apparently, I made finals. So I just hopped up there, and it was John Bolino standing up on the quarter pipe, and I just asked him like, "Yeah, dude, how's that jump over that down ledge?" You probably saw a line of him doing like a 180 over it, and then like illusion full cap kind grind or something on the curve.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Air Manatee posted something like just
Yeah,
180 and
yeah,
then vocab by Ali Bassett. Mhm.
That was so sick.
yeah, exactly. A very specific part of the cup right now, but I just got up there and I'm like, yeah, dude. So how's that jump? I haven't tried it. I didn't make I didn't make warm up. Like I just got here. It's like, oh yeah, it's cool. It's all right. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do it. And just dropped in. And I think right when I jumped off, I think I caught up on the ledge and I was just swinging my arms over and like flapping down like, oh god, this is the start of my finals run. And I just somehow landed it, and from there on it just I continued my line. And um, I think it was the fact that I didn't have any time to like mentally get into it. I was just skating and ended up landing every trick on that finals run. So I think that was probably the
How,
big thing here.
how did the runs go? Was it an actual run or you just skate until you're done? Because I noticed that too. I was watching the live stream. I was actually with my girlfriend in the parking lot of like an Italian ice spot, like watching the live stream. But
Nice.
I noticed that you were going like way longer than everybody else, and you were lacing all your tricks. So I don't know if it was like I was trying to figure out if like when you miss it, that's when you stop, or like just whenever you're done, or it's timed. Like I don't know how that went, but you were like way more fluid than most other people out there, and I completely I found out you won, I was like, oh, that's 100%. I know why.
Oh yeah, thank you. So I think there was a time limit. But then again, no one hit that time limit. It's just until you're done. And I think up until my very first line, I felt like I was almost about to throw up. Like I'm not athletic. I'm not an athletic person, and I thought, all right, I'm just gonna like when I was in that run, I thought like, all right, I can try this trick now, and oh, I'm skating up to that spot, so I'm gonna try that trick now too, and it just kept working. I was telling myself, all right, you'll know when the time has come when you have to stop at some point, you know, and it usually was at the point where I was just not rolling anymore. So I was landing a trick, and I'm just like standing there, like, all right, that's like a proper way to end it. Like, call it here. Make sure I'm not overdoing it. Slightly overdid it still. That was too much for my form. So I know that I have to do more cardio from now on.
Contests are very enduring
Right.
events.
Oh,
Yeah.
When you did your run, you landed every trick. Did you think, hang on a second, I think I won this, or what were you feeling before they announced?
no, not at all. So I did land all my tricks, and I felt very, very proud afterwards. So I could actually leave it at that point. I'm like, oh wow, that was um, the best I could do. It was definitely the best I could do. I could not have gotten anything better. Um, but I did see some tricks of the other guys. Obviously, I was also focused on like catching a breath in between. But then again, I just saw Hurricane Topsail here and there, and someone doing really intense stuff on that down rail, or Sean with his flat rail switch ups, which seemingly he all landed, but apparently he didn't. It's just like what I saw, like from my point of view up there, everyone landed all their tricks too. So I was like, all right, yeah. So best effort I could give and best effort they could give, and I'm happy I made finals, and that would have been it for me. I did not think I would make top three, honestly.
So that's a cool moment. So like when it goes up there and you're waiting and you're hearing them make the announcement, they do third, they announce second. And then at that moment, did you say, hang on a second? Did you feel like maybe before the announcement, like you're like, wait a second, is it, or did you hear anything? Like, what was that moment like?
It was like Dumb and Dumber, like there is a chance. You're saying there's a chance.
So I thought right before they were starting the ceremony, I thought I could maybe make third, because people came up to me and they're like, "Yeah, are you ready to get your trophy or whatever?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" You know? And they were like, "Yeah, you like." People were complimenting my contest performance, and yeah, it seemed nice. And some people just came up to me and they were like very specific. They were like, "If you're not winning this, I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna take that trophy and give it to you." I'm like, "All right, hang on, hang on a second." You know, I'm like, there's so many good skaters there, and um, I don't see myself getting first place. I don't know. And it was actually up until the very second before they announced my name where I thought it would be me, because I don't know if you saw it. I posted a video on Instagram where they announced my name,
I love that
and
video.
Marius filmed that video, and I thought he was just filming the ceremony, and then he always like filmed over to my face every time like they announced another name, and then he just stayed on my face. I'm like, I guess who would win the Blading Cup, right? And he just stayed locked in on my face, and he was just filming like this. I'm like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? And they're like starting the announcement. They're like the Blading Cup champion, and I noticed him, like Marius, kicking me in my like in my shin just slightly. I'm looking down, I'm like, oh damn! I know that Marius knows the judges. I think he's like, and I saw him smile. I'm looking at him, and they just announced my name. I'm like, all right, yeah. So I think I knew it like a second before.
Oh, so he knew for sure? Like you asked him afterwards, like he definitely knew? That's why he was filming you?
I didn't ask him, but I definitely knew that he knew because, well, yeah, the judges
Just by
were
how, yeah.
at the dem shop, and the way he acted afterwards seemed very obvious to me. But in the moment, it was just like, yeah, what are you doing, man? Why are you filming me?
Yeah, I love that video because it's not too often where, first of all, you're filming the person's face who like just won whatever, but usually when you see that happen, it's like they kind of already knew that they were winning, or it's like if you didn't get second place, obviously you knew you won at that point if it's between two people, but like you were like completely shocked. So that's why I love that video so much. I saw that your face, you're like, it was awesome. It was so genuine.
So Yeah, that was probably the most honest reaction you would see from me because I thought if it came down to me being in between two spots, it would be third or fourth. So I thought, all right, I might have just missed the podium there, and I would have been happy with that too. Like, don't get me wrong, and that so I did not think at all that I could be up there. So unreal.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's an incredible, your friend was saying, like what an underdog story. Your first Spring Cup, your first Blade Cup, come out, you compete, you get second at the M's, you get second at the M's. You come a few days later and you skate in the pro contest and then you win that. And yeah, your whole time, like you got yourself out here, you really wanted to go. Um, what was the reception like? Tell me about the after experience, like the whole like after and the whole night. What was that? It's like your first time in California. You just won like one of the biggest events of the year. What was that like?
Did he send it?
I mean, obviously, I think I never went through any street with more confidence than after that. So even like I dropped the trophy off at the hotel, and afterwards I was just like feeling very confident about everything. And as I got to the after party, it was very cool to be there. Like everyone was greeting me all of a sudden. Like, all right, that's really cool. I mean, I knew half the people from before. Like there was a 4-day event, and I'm pretty much talking to everyone I see. But then again, like everyone was coming around, like, yeah, congrats, man, you deserved it, and like that was a really cool thing to see because usually not everyone's happy with contest results, but it seemed like that, at least that way. And we got to the bar, and it didn't take like more than 10 seconds, and I was holding like 4 beers in my hand because they gave me the microphone after I got my trophy, and I don't know what to say. Like I didn't know that this was gonna happen, and I ended my thank you speech or whatever you want to call it with "Where the beer's at." So I got to the bar, and everyone was like, "Yeah, there's the beer you asked for," and like, "All right, thank you." I'm holding two. Someone comes up and like, "Yeah, you wanted to know where the beer's at, right? So I got 3 beers here, right?" And I'm like, "How am I supposed to drink this?" And someone else comes up and like, "Yeah, I got you the beer you were asking for it earlier." I'm like, all right, all right. He's like, slow down. I wanna actually be here for the whole night, not just for an hour.
Yeah, right.
That's such a
That's
winter
cool.
classic story.
Yeah, bringing the Winter Clash to Blading Cup.
That's you got a king's welcome in America. That's awesome. And that's just, yeah, really cool story, man. And congrats to you on that because that is, yeah, that's like I said, I think that's yeah, that's the first time that's ever happened. No one's ever done that before. And that's
So
just going to
sick.
go down in like Blade Cup history. So, yeah, congrats.
So sick. Hell yeah. I have, before we leave the blading cup topic, I have just one more thing well, maybe two more things. Like,
Oh.
after winning an event like that, has it changed your skating or your outlook on skating at all?
It did, definitely. But only in a way that I already knew I was going towards, which was just to skate the way I feel like doing. And I entered the comp thinking, all right, I'm just gonna try to maybe step out of my comfort zone here and there, not risking too much. And I went exactly for that. So I just tried the things I felt comfortable with, tried to make the most out of that, and for some for some reason it brought me to the title. So that was pretty unreal. And after that, I just took away like your very best skating is your own skating, whether it's like big tricks or going very fast with your skating or doing like a lot of switch ups, whatever you're doing. If that's the way you feel, like if that's the trick that you're feeling, go for it, and that's where it's getting you. Like people will enjoy this more, you will enjoy it more, which is actually the turning point here. And yeah, so it just made me realize that this is an outlook on skating that I want to like hold on to. So just I want to be myself skating, be authentic, have fun, and go for whatever feels right at the moment.